Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So it's that time of year. It's March, which means it's time to spring clean. This year I am inspired by this book, 31 Days to a Clutter-Free Life, and I have just pulled it out of my Kindle and I am going to use that as an inspiration for my spring clean this year. So I'm going to get started with my entryway. If you guys want to follow along, feel free. So I have a closet here in my entryway which became a house of clutter. It's full of board games, it's got lots of hangers, and I had all of my luggage in there and different bags and massagers. So I just decided it was time to find a new home for those board games, get some of those hangers out of there and leave them in there for coats. And then of course put everything else where it belongs and find new homes for everything. So after all is said and done, I'm going to feel so much better and it's going to be more functional and use what it's intended for, which is for shoes and coats. I even had a keyboard in there that my dad bought me in the 5th grade. So I just cannot seem to get rid of that, but it does not belong in that closet. And the floor was filthy. So now I'm going to go ahead and dust the top of this closet, and it had quite a bit of debris up there. And then I'm going to go ahead and sweep and mop everything out really good. You'd be surprised how much dust and dirt was in this closet on the floor. So now I'm going to add a Scentsy scent circle in sugared balloons, and I'm just going to hang it off of a hanger so it kind of gives a nice fresh scent in that closet rather than the stale scent. Then I'm going to vacuum this rug by my front door. And I'm just going to vacuum it really good, and I'm going to remove it because later on I'm going to be sweeping and mopping. You can see my son running past. So now I'm going to dust all of the top of the door and all of the edges and corners, which there was surprisingly a lot of dust on top of the door, so make sure you don't miss that step when you spring clean. And then I'm going to clean the windows off, and then of course dust the wood and polish it. I'm just using good old sludge for this. So now to the other side of my entryway, I have all of my decor. I love to add some seasonal touches, so I'm going to be removing everything, cleaning it off, and then I want to add my Easter decor. So you can see I have a little bit of Valentine's decor out, which I'm going to be putting away and replacing with some Easter and spring decor. So now I'm putting everything back in place. Behind everything was so dusty as well. I went ahead and swept and mopped all behind everything, and you would not believe what is hiding and lurking behind your furniture. So now this is the last massive piece of furniture that I have in my entryway, and it's a big dresser that I like to use as a display. So I'm going to go ahead and remove everything from this as well and just give it a good polishing with some sludge. I'm going to make sure to do the front and to wipe down all the pieces of decor that belong on the top. If you're wondering what that is that remained, it is a Scentsy warmer, and since it's plugged in behind the dresser, I didn't want to remove it. But it's one of my favorites. It's actually a little bird nest. So now I have some beautiful flowers to add a spring touch that I got for my birthday, and I'm going to be putting perfectly pomegranate rather, from Scentsy in my Scentsy warmer because I love for my entryway to smell good, and when I'm at the tail end of cleaning, I always refresh my Scentsy warmers. I can leave a link down below if you guys are interested. Our new catalog actually launches today, so feel free to go take a look. So now I'm going to sweep and mop the entire entryway, which is disgusting because I let everything just fall to the ground. I like to work from top to bottom, which is what I highly recommend because you just let everything fall to the ground, and once you finish, you are completely done and everything is spotless. So I'm going to use my Oak Cedar mop, which is amazing. I still absolutely love this. You guys ask about it in my review all the time. It's still the best mop that I've ever used, and it has a really quick drying time because the mop isn't completely saturated, so all this area will be dry in about 5 minutes or so. So this is how everything looks after I spring cleaned and decorated. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found some inspiration to start your spring cleaning. I'm interested to hear what your inspiration is for the year, and if you didn't find any, feel free to follow along with my series that I'll be filming for you guys. She has 31 days, so I'm going to try to condense them into different days for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, feel free to subscribe, thumbs this up if you love cleaning and organizing videos, and I will see you soon. Bye!